everyone. Welcome to tonight's performance of Fiddler on the Roof at the Orange Sands Dinner Theater. I'll wait because you're here too, man. Thank you for attending Eric's intervention. It's a roast. What? It's a roast. Oh, that's right. Sorry. It's a roast. Yeah. Few announcements before we get started. First, convention tonight, please take it with the spirit with which it's intended. Complete the same. No, seriously, if you're not mentioned tonight with someone on the dais, it's probably just because, well, we don't like you. This roast is an audience participation event. Mainly, we are counting on you and the audience to understand that we all here are completely not funny. We ask for your pity and complete inebriation. Actually, if you're in the audience and you feel the need to add to this roast, please do. Eric has said that a little extra spice has never hurt a roast. So, but no, before you do, understand, please be funny. If you're not funny, no donuts for you after the show. Oh, choose your words wisely.
Dessert, donuts.
When Eric first broached this idea of holding a roast for his 30th birthday party, I actually thought it was kind of silly. I thought to gather this group of people together on a special night to make fun of them, it's kind of like holding a Man of the Year party for Jesus at the Vatican. What are we going to say tonight that hasn't already been said? But then I was home practicing my Haggadah paragraph. Well, what would make this night different than all other nights? Still, I came up with nothing. But I do stand here grateful that I don't have to attend Eric's usual birthday dinner, which involves me spending during 2 minutes with his friends all doped up on goofballs. Our show. Last year was, what was it last year? It was mold growing to Lenny the Jew on the sitar. This year I escaped marionettes with mother issues. I'm also grateful Eric is here tonight. If there's any... Absolutely. Seriously, if there's anyone on this planet I thought was less likely to get to 30 than me, it's Eric. Really sickly child growing up. Drooled like Niagara Falls. Like the 4th week of Lilith. Imagine how you turn out if every morning your pillow looked like a Rorschach ink. And it always looked like your mother's vagina. Speaker. You know, when I think of this guy, I'm always reminded of Eric constantly teasing me of how popular he was in high school. He had won best of this, most likely to that, and a couple of those involved Matt. One was what, best buddies? The other one was most likely to do each other in the school bathroom. Eric always found the last one amusing, considering they had done each other in the bathroom many times before. It was on them. No, Matt actually works for the Full Monty, a big improv show. Well, he got the job by accident. He thought Monty was slang for hair, and then Full Monty was a hair restoration. Certainly, I would like to look for a big Broadway show more than having hair, but then again, I still have mine. Anyway, everybody, Matt, sir.
When I first started thinking about the idea of having a roast for Eric and what I'd have to do, I figured I had a lot of research to do. I'm kind of the person in the group who's the big historian. I keep everything. And there was a lot to go through. But I finally decided on an article from a very, very well-known paper that some of you may have heard of, the senior issue of the Chatsworth High School Clarion, in which there is an article titled, Eric Wally Leaving the CHS Stage. I will now read to you. Photo by Jeff Koga, by Chris Patel, Clarion staff writer. Eric Wally is a major force behind Chatsworth's drama. Not necessarily a good force. Usually a force for mischief and conniving, but definitely a force to be reckoned with. Best known for his stage career, Wallach has also donated much of his time to community service. This is true. He helped organize AIDS Walk Los Angeles at Chatsworth High and set up the Eric Rice Wallach Drug Fund for the financially challenged. Benefited from that fund. I just think we should discuss that with Eric. Well, he combined his community spirit with his lust for acting, especially his lust for acting his way into as many girls' pants as possible. Including, but not limited to, Natasha, Tina, Jennifer, Marie, Stacy, Lisa, Melanie, Tamara, and my personal favorite, Shannon Steen.
I'm sorry.
Who Eric only decided to sleep with after I told him how much I liked her. I've been waiting a long time for that one. Seriously, Eric and I actually had many things in common when it came to girls in high school. I tried them out and Eric would sleep with them. It continues. Despite working on 9 Chatsworth productions, Wally fears that he will be remembered for something I won't like. Well, Eric, after tonight, I'm sure that's a definite. However, he is glad he will be remembered for something. And there are a few federal agencies who will be remembering him for a long Wally gives credit. Wally gives great credit to Mrs. Getz for much of his inspiration. She really inspires thought, and she's a great thinker and very, very sexy. I really have to thank Miss Getz for being the only girl Eric and I both liked whose pants he didn't get into. And his teachers. Well, and actually, when Wally found out that Mrs. Getz was getting married, he wanted to fly out to California and stop her, but he couldn't go because of the number of outstanding speeding tickets and warrant for his arrest. Yeah, it's solid. Many of those speeding tickets he got while actually teaching jokers like me in comedy traffic school. Once he got 2 of these tickets within 5 minutes of each other. He tried to talk his way out of it with the second guy showing the ticket saying, "But I just got one!" It's true.
It's fucking true. This is ridiculous.
It's your roast. Despite working hard at CHS, Eric has barely achieved academic success. He admits that he will accept a D if he doesn't really like the class, and then he usually has to skip classes to maintain his grueling rehearsal schedule. And quote, "I don't have time for class. I rehearse all day, and when I come home, Ben sits on my head." Besides, my mom doesn't mind. Really.
Benny, slow down.
Eric said, "I've had an angel on my shoulder for the past 3 years. He always finds a way to endure, to make it work. Like for his final AP English paper on Samuel Beckett, when he and I stood in front of the class with sack lunches, listening to Edith Patel and had a food fight." favorite role, he said, I'm going to remember them all. And no matter how much we keep trying to forget, we'll all still remember them all. But it seems as though Pippin really captured his heart and his mind for the next 12 years. He agrees that thespians are weird and even called the reputation great and justified. I didn't make any of that up. That's really weird. He included that everyone is a thespian because everyone plays a certain role. And speaking of Eric's cock, Eric used to tell me his dick wasn't big, just thick. He used to tell me, not big, but thick.
And how did this conversation come back?
You were just using that, baby. Yeah, can we help with this at all? Anyway, I'm actually really glad that Eric is with Belinda and that he's found someone special who really wants him. And somehow the only one piece of it was the LAPD, the NYPD, the FBI, the CIA. I forgot one, and the IRS. His greatest philosophy is, do as you want to do. That is something that his free spirit certainly will do, and will continue to make fun of. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like you to take a special look at Eric Frightwall.
Thank you, man on the lights. Thank you very much. So proud.
Mayor Boyd from Los Angeles, California. Good morning, America.
Before he bowled over, I
Put it all together and they go boring.
Greatest production of Force Lines.
Better than Broadway. daughter.
We edited that together. It's hard to subscribe to this, but watching those, it made me first realize how bad we really were.
So good. No, do it! I'm pretty sure I think we should just do the rest of the roast on pantomime, because you're worried. You know, I got all these jokes about my family and they didn't show up, so I don't know. First it was about whether you should talk about your family, and I was like, fuck it, they didn't even show up for this. They should talk about the family. I don't know, maybe we should skip this.
I felt so great. Listen up, you know that.
Well, okay.
We'll have to.
If Anthony was here, I'd introduce you to her. He's 120 years young. She has two daughters, Paula and Donnie. I'm not saying Donnie. It's pretty much really for daughters, actually. So, more pussy than last month than he has his entire life. Local school marm so early in his life. You know, if Anita was here, I'd assure you that she couldn't possibly have heard any of this material. I was going to count on that because I didn't want to kill her. I know Donnie's been waiting so long for that to happen. He's had his probate lawyer. And then if the other Donnie was here, I would have introduced him and said, hey, there's Donnie Bell. I said, you know, I love Donnie Bell. I once ran into Donnie Bell at a local antique store, and they only wanted to eat $100 for him. Because he's old. You would have seen that if he was here. Here. A whole bunch of stuff here. And there's my Aunt Deborah, who's actually here. So long, still hasn't got it done. Still she attends the events on Happy Policy, presidential rally. Next to her, you would have seen her beautiful husband, Paolo Toniello, who's just got to be, I don't know if anybody knows Paolo, the most gorgeous man in the planet. Gorgeous, intelligent, charming. Totally does not belong in our family.
Can I add something to that?
Please. Absolutely.
We have a series of photographs at your graduation.
Yeah.
And it's all the family,
Ollie,
his
June,
mom,
all of
and I showed it to a picture to someone, and there's Paul in the background going like this, and he says, well, he doesn't look like it. He called him Where's Paulo, as opposed to Where's Wally. It's true.
I also, if Sam Balfe was here, I would have gestured to Sam Balfe and said, look, there's Sam Balfe. So beautiful. You know, she was voted cousin we most liked to fuck 8 years ago. Her twin brother Alex is also here. Coincidentally, he was voted cousin we most likely fucked by accident. Alex actually approached me before the roast and asked why he wasn't on the date. He said, well, dude, I'm funny. I said, well, it really wasn't up to me. It's Eric's roast. It was up to me. You wouldn't have been invited at all. But Alex actually is very funny. If anybody knows Alex, 30 seconds into any conversation after the 40th-year-old kid, you can't help but break out. All right, that's enough about my family. Eric, thank you for indulging me in that. They say that there are lawyers out there with interesting personalities, and I have yet to meet one. That's neither here nor there. The speaker is my cousin Ian, the lawyer, who I've met many times. Eric's night, he's promised to keep his remarks only about stories rather than telling Eric about him fucking. He did confide to me actually just what, like 20 minutes ago, that there is one thing he likes to do more than tell us about fucking, and that's to tell jokes after he jerks off. There, ready to go. All right, he's ready.
But there's lots of things to spread around and lots of apologies at the outcome. First of all, I want to apologize for not being here in a tuxedo. I actually loaned my tuxedo to Ben. And actually, I heard that Josh loaned his tuxedo to Ben. And Ben, you did a great job mending the two together. No, I'm kidding. You look great. All you guys look great. You look great. You see, I also used to live in LA. We're here today to celebrate Eric Wally. And by the way, that was beautiful. Matt, you guys, big round of applause. And Eric, you, in your youth, all the, oh my God, all the this and the this, I didn't know they had that much ecstasy in Chatsworth. Eric is a great spirit, and I am very fortunate to be Eric's cousin, and since there's no one here that I work with, I don't mind admitting it. Eric and I don't know if you guys know.
I made a Tainino with you.
Boom. We didn't grow up together. Actually, we grew up on separate parts of the world. We actually met at a pro-war rally in Los Angeles. No, I'm sorry. I apologize. It was an anti-war rally. I forgot. That's right. I also used to live off the government tin. But there was a sign-in sheet. I knew I had a cousin out there. I see his name. I'm looking at him. I realize who he is. I'm trying to get his attention. He's looking at me back as to say, sorry, pal, that's just not my thing. Like you'd be so fucking lucky. But Eric is really fundamentally anti-war. He has told me 1,000,000 times that he doesn't want his tax dollars to go to war. You guys get that, right? It's true. Eric soundly believes that government funding should go to the poor and impoverished rather than to death and destruction. And the reason he believes that is because he's a selfish fucking bastard. So Eric and I, we meet at this anti-war rally, and I come to learn very quickly that he is a creature of pure creation. His internal imagination is so explosive and so dynamic that he realizes these internal ideas with pure conviction. And I didn't know how it happened. I mean, at first, I thought it was just the incessant drug use. And, maybe it was. But it also was genuine nature. And that got me thinking. Because I began to wonder what could make a child so retreat into his inner world that it actually replaced and supplanted his external world. And I was fascinated by this idea. And then I spent a summer with Mary and Ben, and I wanted to live in Eric land too. Who can bear the ring, and I love that. And I almost didn't have the ring tonight. It was terribly frightening because I was practicing this before I came here. I was practicing with Belinda, and accidentally I almost left it inside of her. Right. I mean, Osama bin Laden gets a hold of 2 man sweating, I'm chanting salam alaikum. That's it. I'm in. But I used to wonder why Eric was, so against bathing. And then I realized that it gave him this fantastic arguing advantage. People look astounded, agree, and then disappear. And it's like, the election is rigged? Damn! I gotta go tell my wife! But Eric's return to bathing is now mostly positive effects for all of us. Finally, for example, me, I was finally able to move to the East Village. It was great. And there's a downside as well. I mean, the East Village has become a whole bunch more gentrified since Eric started bathing because the property values simply skyrocketed. In the 10 years that I've been fortunate enough to know this man, I have seen him backpack the world. I've seen him produce big shows, big shows. I've seen him find a lovely partner. I've seen him drive 95 miles an hour on the shoulder of a turnpike so he can return the car to Avis without a late fee. I've seen the man fly in small planes. I've seen the man fly small planes. I've seen the man fly down Fifth Avenue on a bicycle that's held together only by love. This is a man who would genuinely convince you that whatever Hanukkah gift you forgot to get, but threw together at the mini mart, has been on his wish list since the 1970s. This man has charmed my closest friends beyond belief and genuinely terrified everybody else. And most importantly, this man finally took those fucking beads down from his bathroom. Yeah! You, sir, I know it's real. You, sir, are light and alive, but when push comes to shove, you are nobody's bitch.
Which is really the only way to view Jack Spector. Right. Either 3,000 miles away or in a box. Actually, it's Jeff Spector and Friends. It's a 10-minute tape, and I've seen it. It's about 10 minutes too long. This tape is not your cup of tea. Eric invites you to reflect on how you can make his life better. Always the positives in this one. So let's roll now. Yeah! Let's roll it! Are we ready? Yeah. My brother. Sure. All right. Hey, Eric. Just let it go. time to gauge for where one's life is against your immediate family members, where they were after they were 30. And as I was thinking about this, I mean, well, there's your dad. There's Mom. Antisocial, depressive ex-con who can't keep a job. But with your genes, I wouldn't count on it. As he turns 30, Eric's really pushed to more spiritual. He's pushed to be more spiritual since he's down here. I don't know if anybody knows. It's kind of a secret between Eric and I. Eric has a regular Monday night ritual. He calls it Eric's night for Eric. It's a time for when Eric says, I like to take a big swim in the pool of me. Every Monday night, Eric, for the last 6 years, it's Eric, a large jar of Vaseline, and a bucket of Olsen twin tapes. Monday we'll start a new one. It'll be Eric, a new jar of Vaseline, and a bucket of Rugrat tapes.
The Olsen twins.
Younger.
They look just like him.
Time for the girls.
Yeah.
Time for the girls! And now I have the privilege of introducing Belinda, who she could be considered a saint at this point.
Yeah.
She's endured a lot. And Eric, she has a dreamer who's never had a girlfriend and has little idea of romance. We were talking last night about the last poem she gave her. It went something like, roses are red, violets are blue. Now take off your pants! The seasons change with the beating of my heart. Now come on, touch it. Constantly tells me, Belinda does, that I would treat her at her worst when she's around me. Around me, she's a rushed, forgetful, distracted woman with no ass. Apparently, away from me, she's a cool, laid-back woman with an ass as nice and large as Eric's.
I'm Eric's girlfriend, and I'm here standing here, proving that he can commit to breaks into show tunes. What I'm really concerned about, though, is his passion for flower arranging. I don't know if he's bringing me flowers because he loves me, or it's just that he's trying out the new Martha Stewart. Well, I don't mean to express this stuff in front of his friends and family, but I have to beg him to treat me like a sex object. It's like, okay, true story. I came home the other day and there was this box on the bed, and it was a pink and white famous box that makes every woman's heart skip a beat. Yes, it was a gift from Victoria's Secret. Now, you know, I mean, I was shocked right then because the idea of Eric in Victoria's Secret was just a strange combination.
4 times in one day.
Right, and really surprising. So I got into gift receiving mode. I'm thinking, wow, I'm going to be so exciting. My first piece of lingerie, 19 months into the relationship. I'm like, okay, is it see-through panties? Is it going to be black silk? You know, a slip? Are we talking camisole, lace? Yeah, that's true story. I ripped open the box to find, no joke, jockey underwear.
How?
I'll let you know tomorrow.
Ah!
Ian, I found this one for you on the internet last night. An anxious woman goes to her doctor. Doctor, she asks nervously,
Can you get pregnant from anal intercourse? Certainly, replies the doctor. Where do you think lawyers come from? Joshy D. Have you ever seen a monkey wrapped in plastic? Take a look at your driver's license. Jeff Spector joining us on video. Spector, commonly known as less man, more fart. Self-named, less man, more fart. Shut up, take your hat off, you look ridiculous. For God's sake. I'm serious. Jeff Spector was funny in high school. I hear he's actually going to graduate this year. So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. What can I say about a man who is admired, revered, and loved by everyone? Well, I can start by saying he's not the man we're honoring here tonight. Eric Wally. I'll never forget the first time we met, although I will keep trying. My best friend. I'd like to see things from your point of view, Eric, but I can't seem to get my head that far up my ass. He's depriving a village somewhere of its idiots. When he was a kid. Mary used to ask him to run away from home. That's true. That's true. It's a great story. Well, Eric, here is a contract between your mother and I that was signed in 1987. Wow. Mary, you know this contract. In it, I'm obligated to be your friend, to help you out. Monetarily and philosophically. To be there for you, to tolerate your drug use and occasionally encourage it. Thank you. To keep telling you you're a good boy even when you're not. To remind you every so often to bathe. Mary, I'm sorry I was never able to get up the word deodorant as specified in section 6C. From what I can tell, Belinda's been more successful than I. I've actually seen several deodorants in his bathroom, although he and others tell me he still doesn't use them. I have them! Eric, all of these things were designed at the behest of your mother to avoid her having to use this, another article in here, which is the papers prepared in 1987 to have you committed to the Evergreen Home for the Defensive, Paranoid, and Delusional. Me. Eric is an idiot savant. Forgot the savant part. According to this document, Eric according to this document, created by your mother and signed by me, best friend, I was to be your friend nanny for a period of 30 years. I am, however, allowed after 15 years to renegotiate the deal. See, in 1987, I thought $20 a month would cover my friend nanny expenses. Boy, was I wrong. And those of you who have ever brought some weed into the house of this man know exactly what. So, Eric, unless your mother can come up with a better financial arrangement, I will not be signing up for another 15 years.
Well, chipped in for another 10.
Belinda, all of Eric's family and friends are here tonight. I'm surprised you're able to make it. But seriously, don't be nervous. Eric has never had sex with any of the ladies in the room.
What about the men?
Belinda, I've taken the liberty of signing this contract over to you. Mary is prepared to renegotiate the financial terms, but don't expect much. Mary's so cheap. How cheap is she? Mary's so cheap she can't even pay attention.
Hey!
Mary's so cheap. She used to pay the babysitter in packs of Bench and Hedges Ultra Light. Although, Belinda, I hear that there will be an additional bonus for any of the following three developments: marriage, children, or perhaps what may have to come several years before the other two, a job. Blockbuster Video couldn't be happier with your performance at the store. I asked me politely to encourage you to bring back all the new releases. Now, they said they would confront you themselves, but your anger towards authority reminds middle management of several speeches made by a former disgruntled employee of the CIA when Osama bin Laden. Around the store, they frequently call him Osama bin Wally. Ben, you are so tight-assed you can back into a wall and suck out a brick. We have to thank Al Orensons for giving us this room tonight.
Al, where are you? Yeah, he's around. He's sleeping.
Shut up, you joker. Eric couldn't afford a room outside the Lower East Side. Eric is so poor. Eric, you're so poor. When I went to your house and used the bathroom, a rat tripped me and a cockroach took my wallet. Let's discuss for a moment arrogance. How arrogant is Eric Wally? You used to be arrogant and obnoxious, now you're just the opposite, Eric. You are obnoxious and arrogant. See, ladies and gentlemen, a roast is something one gets for a lifetime of work. Or at the very least, one hit show. Maybe a roast is offered to a great character actor such as Fonzie. Or to an auteur like maybe David Lynch, or somebody who needs a more comedic lifestyle like Bill Clinton, or better yet, Monica Lewinsky, more on her later. Yet Eric Wally, who has achieved a level of fame among his friends, decided himself that for his 30th birthday, we should all spend an entire evening of our lives talking about him. I reminded Eric that that's what we do every single time we see him. While I was saying that, Belinda's pit bulldog started humping the wall, fantasizing I can only assume about Belinda, or perhaps by the incredible energy on display, a large Buick. Speaking of a large Buick, let us return to Monica Lewinsky, whom Eric told me he finds incredibly hot and sexy. He says, she's hot. She's sexy. And no, he didn't say that 3 years ago when most men were struggling to put that face into their president fantasy. Eric told me this just a few weeks ago in December of 2001. Last night, Eric asked Belinda why he can't tell when she has an orgasm, and she said, well, he's never home when it happens. This man and his way of life. Yes, I'm talking about mucus. Or snot, or nose spooge, whatever. Eric, we could have a great Broadway show if the nose thing hadn't cleared up. Really? Oh. Those amongst us who knew Eric during what's come to be known as the snot years can attest to the viscosity and ingenuity of his snot. The way it would just hang off the tip of his nose inches to the ground. You'd hope that it would just fall away or drop off, but no. It would walk along down the street or drive a car or work on the computer right there with Eric.
I had a problem.
It was a
There was a problem with my nose. They fixed it after high school.
Your time comes later. Shut up. You'd be careful not to call him or surprise him because then it could wrap itself up like an acrobat and land on the side of his nose, or worse yet, anywhere else. And your teeth.
My teeth.
Oh. Eric, your teeth are so busted up that you can kiss your mother and comb her mustache at the same time.
Write that one down again.
I've been thinking about what to say to you that's positive. To find a way to wind down by listing your accomplishments and making you feel proud to be 30 and having done so much in life. To list off the credits of your career and point out to everyone here how talented you are, what a good friend you are, a good son, a good person with a lot to offer society. I wanted to tell you why I'm your friend. And I wanted to tell everyone here why it is we've come to roast this man, Eric Wally.
Why?
I wanted to lay it on the line.
Why?
So all will know who you really are. And this is what I'm starting to say. Eric, you were really great at Pippin. Told you way back then that if you played your cards right, your role as Pippin could get you laid all through high school.
True.
And you did. But Eric, it might be time to find another way in.
Someone go from incoherence. Oh, I'm sorry.
Take two. And sing.
How about this? George Jessel called. He wants to judge that.
I know.
You know, you said I was a tight ass. I have to agree. Eric is constantly hounding me to live life like he does. Like he's going to die tomorrow. Drink, do drugs, dance, pop, spend money like it doesn't mean anything. Now he sits here, 30, wheezing, with venereal diseases I can't even pronounce. Writing letters to the IRS. Gee, sorry, I haven't filed taxes for the last 10 years. I was kind of counting on this dying tomorrow thing that hasn't worked out.
True.
Now he's got to spend the rest of his life living like his mom's not giving him money.
True.
Our next speaker is quite famous in these parts, not so much for the rest of the country, but she is a big star in Germany. Which unfortunately for her is just not marrying a big star in Germany. Once where she told an audience if they didn't like the show, she'd go down on them for $1, which is 50% off a regular price. So, to the best dollar I ever spent.
Yeah, you gotta go in front of the podium because
Eric's personality that we are all sitting here. His charisma and his manipulation. We are here, a group of normally sane people sitting here freezing, listening to what can only be described as a recap of high school. When Eric called me and invited me to do this roast, I said to Eric, Eric, I said, but a roast? Why? Why? You can't have a roast. You're too young. He said, quiet. He said, no, I know. You usually have to be old and impotent. I said, no, Eric. You usually have to be accomplished and successful. The point of a roast is that the person accomplished so much. They're so inflated in the eyes of the world. In the eyes of the world, that you feel absolutely no pain at taking them down or even pushing them. And actually, while Eric is probably the most self-centered and selfish person that I have ever met, I realized sitting here tonight that this roast is really motivated by that other quality that we know in Eric so well, his altruism, his desire to give his brother a gig. And I have to say that watching all of that video, I'm so glad. No, I was waiting for Eric to come out. Now I realize he was out. He was out, and he went back in. I've always sensed this, but really it was seeing the dancing that really made me realize how much Eric has always reminded me of Liza Minnelli. He's like a male, sort of. And in Belinda, a girlfriend, right? That sort of weighs things on the hetero side for Eric. And in Belinda's eyes, I see that faraway look of romanticism tinged with the growing realization that Eric may be really, really crazy. Oh my God, this has been really, I was just talking to Steve because when I get really confused by situations, I asked Steve, because Steve being from Iowa is a person who's grounded, Steve Zettner. Who has used the best part of his personality, the sort of faithful psychiatric nurse retainer.
Can I get your number?
Defrocked Catholic priest to deal with him. And I went over to him and I said, "What do you think's going on?" And he said, "It's a cultural thing."
Oh, nice one. Do it.
Well, he thought it was like a West Coast. He's from Iowa. What does he know? That's idea about anything. He's always fresh. Unbiased, without any kind of thinking involved whatsoever. And Steve gave me the cue, the clue, when he said that it was a cultural thing. And I thought, well, it's interesting because I am 21 years older than Eric. And I thought, always from when I first met Eric, I said, now, Eric is a very, very old soul. There's something old about Eric. There's something really regressive. Not just old, but going on, not burrowing. There is a phenomenon in astrology. There's a phenomenon in astrology that Eric really represents, which is, you know, everyone thinks that it's events in your past that create the future, but in actuality, it's events in the future that make the past happen. And that is where Eric's going. Oh, way back, way back. And in some ways, Eric understands me in a way that few people have seen. Eric, when he first met me, realized that I had the soul of a 40s comedy writer. And Eric understood that. Not many people, you know, really see that in my writing, but he really understood that. He really understood that. And I thought, what is it that makes Eric want to speed up his life? I mean, you know, Eric has heard me say this. You know, I know there are brilliant young people in the world. I personally have never met any. I myself is not one. It's like, you know, the whole idea of the enfant terrible is an idea that it's not that I hate it. I don't believe in it. I just think it's arrogance, bullshit, and what is that other word? Not self-indulgence, other word. Not self-indulgence, not, huh?
Conceited?
No. It starts with the same letter. Now, I started writing when I was sitting, and maybe I used that word in here.
Same letter?
Opportunism! And I thought, what is it that would make him do this? I mean, you know, besides his overarching ego, his, you know, desire to be the center of attention, his And then I thought, well, you know, he's such an old soul that maybe in his own twisted inner universe, you know what I mean, his inner clock is telling him that now, that this is now, maybe this is signifying actually, rather than like, you know, most people have a 30th birthday, begins their adult life. You know, maybe this is the end of your adult life. You know? And maybe after you're going to shed a skin. You're going to shed. Maybe you're.
Can't go backwards.
No. Maybe he's going to shed his inner Liza Minnelli. Well, it's been, I don't know more, I'm sure I'll use it sometime in my work. It's been an extraordinary experience.
By the way, Penny, if you have another game,
excited?
What is coming? Money! Big smoke! Big! I see you over there. A cigarette.
Okay, we're gonna talk over.
Sorry.
Any issues, you know what I mean? Despite all this, I think I should defend my brother. After all, I've known him as long as most everybody in this room. You.
Rick, I got a Marlboro. Thank you.
Keep it up, buddy. Keep it up. Keep it going. Ben's doing a great job, everybody.
He's my brother!
Under us for the touch. So, I was going to defend my little brother since I knew you when you were little and didn't have a cent, and now you're big and you smell real awful. Actually, Eric's quite misunderstood. When Eric was out there trying all sorts of different spiritual awareness things, came to the family and said he joined Jews for cheeses. We all kind of got upset, called Mom flew out here. Turns out it's not really a Christian thing, he just likes the cheese. So you gotta take Eric stride, just trust where it's going.
Thank you.
People are up here saying Eric is wasting his life. No money this, no direction that. Do these people know that Eric has one of the most extensive Tupac collections in the world? Just this last week, his Wham! Get Life Tupac was appraised at $12.95. Future's bright for this young man.
eBay.
Our next speaker is just about the nicest, most earnest person I know. When I was told he was going to speak on this day, I said literally, just couldn't stand it. I can't come up with anything bad to say on top of being one of the most nice, earnest people I know. He's also a musician. Oh, by the way, Shuki, I appreciate your big CD. I didn't have anything to give my mate's boyfriend for Many people don't know that Josh, before he came to New York City, interned with Siegfried and Roy, was an oil company for a year. Like I said, I don't have anything but high praise and love for Josh. So I'll have to go with the default roast intro number 4. Please give a hand to the stinkless wonder, the fag in the hat, Josh Dye.
Hi, dude.
Never call me dude.
Ladies and gentlemen, many of you may not know this. In high school, and I think it has continued, but now we're on the East Coast, everyone was calling everybody dude.
The Valley.
Eric,
Sampson in the Valley.
Eric Bryce Wally, a.k.a. Wally, a.k.a. Wally Bruce, which is the name he uses when he does something he knows he's going to get busted, hated the term dude. So I actually thought I'd, spice things up a little bit during this section here. And I'm actually going to ask for your participation, folks.
Do it.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
We're tired. We want to go home. We're going to go home.
This is short.
I'm done now. Shut up. It's over, okay?
So what we'll do, at different points during my bit,
Don't call me dude.
it's going to be short and sweet. I'm gonna ask, more rhetorically, because we don't even know what we're talking about. I'm gonna say, this is an example, which is very true. I might ask, for instance, who was it that got harassed by the very overweight prostitute in Fuzzyland in Tijuana?
Dude!
That chaos will work. But what also could work is, that's you, dude. That's you, dude. That's you, dude. That's you.
Can you repeat the first one?
That's you, dude.
that New York is Eric's home. There's no question about that, okay? But what some of you don't know is that his home away from home is not Los Angeles, although Mary, of course, is home. Wherever Mary goes. Moment, focusing on Eric Wally, the gambler.
Can you see it? Can you see it? I love it!
Look at those eyes, ladies and gentlemen. That's an obsessed man. Okay? We can pass, let's pass it around. Okay. Now, Eric Wally in New York is everywhere. He's on his bike, you're down here, you're at your place, you're up, you're Merkin Hall. Eric is literally everywhere, and it is miraculous, folks, how he gets around like a lightning bolt, okay? Eric is everywhere in New York. In Las Vegas, it's, where the fuck is Eric? And actually, as Deborah brought up, the where's Waldo deal? Where's Wally? That's always the shtick in Vegas. Here we are in Las Vegas. We go to a buffet. Everybody's hungry. And in Vegas, you know, the buffet lines are often ridiculous time committed, right? We're online.
Where's Wally?
Where's Wally? Right?
Not in line!
Someone goes to hunt him down. Eric Wallach is either playing the short-lived Red Dog, of which he donated many of his funds towards.
I won! I won!
And that's the thing. Eric has a fabulous track record in Vegas. You did win a lot. Okay? But never did Eric ever leave ahead. Who doesn't know when to hold, who doesn't know when to fold, and who doesn't know when to walk away? Winner. He's very excited, he loves life, he likes to win. But actually, what many of you don't know, he makes a better loser. Never before have I seen anybody be so incredibly zen about losing money. You know what I mean? There was one time we were in Vegas, and for some incredible reason, there was a group of Buddhist monks that came up. These people are zen. They were gathered around us, they watched Eric blow all his money. You know, they're known for being incredibly zen, incredibly in the moment. They grabbed Eric by the arm and they said, how the fuck are you gonna pay the rent? Now, I have been banned. This is the night of brutal honesty. I myself sometimes have a hard time leaving a party. It's notorious.
There you are. Say goodbye to everybody.
Now, yeah, you've seen that. Many of you have seen that. Now, what many of you haven't seen is, in a very parallel sense, Wally leaving a casino. Now, we are all, of course, ready to go. In fact, a lot of times, for some innate reason, we have to race back to LA to catch a plane or something. It's time for us to go, correct? Now, for Wally, it's totally acceptable. It's totally acceptable in his mind. Going, I'm trying to make as much room as possible. Being on your way out includes mainly just your legs. So Eric has the ability to walk this way, right? But then he becomes Mr. Stretch. His torso lunges back. His arm reaches way off there. He reaches, he puts a coin in. Mind you, his body's still going forward. Watching. His body is miles away. His eyes never leave. when you're all in sync is that privately, you all wind up sharing the same beliefs, the same kind of predictions. And in moments of fabulous moments, you touch base with somebody, you realize I was thinking the same thing. Well, for the longest time, all of us believed in our hearts that Wally was going to somehow do something to piss somebody off, and we were going to wind up in a ballroom brawl. All of us, everybody, it's totally true. Admit it. So, who the hell's going to get us into a ballroom brawl?
That's you, Jim! That's you!
Well, the closest we got was an incident only Eric Wally could get us into. Eric had a very brief but celebrated phase where he added to all of his sentences and phrases the term honey. It was a very short phase, about 4 months. And he called everybody honey. Doesn't matter. But there's a bit of a problem. We happen to be in Crazy Horse Dude's strip club in Las Vegas, right around New Year's. And Eric chose a real controversial time to use the honey. We happen to be kind of asking for water from a huge and very intimidating bartender. Right? And only Eric Wallach would, the bartender was pissed at us, we hadn't bought drinks. Only Eric Wallach over here would say, "Oh, we already bought drinks, honey." Bad move. Bad move. That's the thing about Wally over here. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's bravery, stupidity, or naivete. Somewhere they all cross paths. The guy lifts him up off the fucking ground. "Don't ever call me honey."
That's diamond!
Now, we talked about Eric. We talked about Eric being real zen about losing money. There's one way that is not acceptable to Eric losing money, and that's when his money gets physically destroyed before his eyes. But only Eric Wallach will get himself in a situation where that way he can be a factor. If you're at a real half-assed magic show in Vegas, and this drunken buffoon, not you, not you. This drunken buffoon is doing all the magic tricks that nobody's buying. And ask for $10. Did you offer your money for it like that?
I would! That's you, Jim! That's you! Not you, me!
Somehow, once the man succeeds in ripping up his bill and doesn't successfully perform the other half of the trick to put him back together, he's somehow shocked and appalled. What's fabulous about Eric is he's like a naive schoolboy and a fierce warrior. All of a sudden, complete moral, what's the word, outrage. What about my dollar? What about my $10? You gotta put it back. Only Eric Wallach would continually harass the man as he continues to do tricks with Hula Hoops, like hypnosis.
It's true!
Only this guy would continue to berate the man. Now, I want to very quickly point my finger towards Senor Jeff Spector. I gotta go after him for a
The
second.
man on the box.
You remember Jeff Spector with the flower in his hand?
Donut is mine.
Well, Jeff Spector's memory is so good that he puts himself in situations that he didn't even experience. I was the one at the fucking gas pump. We were on our way back from Vegas.
Was he there?
No!
He wasn't there! He's just tricking us. Tell us how that happened.
You a drink, buddy? And I have to say something. I'm gonna wrap this up now. Although Eric Bryce Wallach, a.k.a. Wally Bruce, a.k.a. AKA Wally.
He named me.
It's true. It's true. And I'll tell you something though. Although he has brought us into complete peril, on the border of fiasco,
Very much so.
Vegas would be a hell of a lot boring without him.
Well, I don't need notes for my next introduction. I've been writing for 32 years. Now, Eric and I grew up in the mean streets of Chatsworth, California. Mean streets. We had Velveeta souffles and our tough-skin corduroy pants. Grew up with a sense of resignation. Kids would constantly tease us about Mom. Your mom's so fat, to which we can only reply, yeah, she's bitter too. What's your It's great that she's here. She's flew 3,000 miles to be here. And boy, that plane time. Been there though. No, but actually, Mom, you look fantastic since you went on that all sushi diet.
Diane and Mom.
All sushi diet years ago. Thank you. Now,
That was a damn good joke. Come on. I love that. All sushi diet. Fish. I did it. Jesus.
great woman. Alright, well, some of you in the audience. Alright, table two. Let's go nuts. Come on. We gotta go. Alright. Some of you in this audience may recognize this woman from her cameo appearances at wall events as Grandpa's funeral. She did show up for Grandma's funeral too. She's been like a mother to me. Very well.
My mother.
Glass always half full. Glass always half empty, however, half in the 30s, in their 30s. Eric wants to know why he's paying full price for that half glass. Everyone wants to goddamn stop talking about the full glass. Don't want to talk. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. My son Eric, masterpiece.
Thank you.
He's an absolute masterpiece. One of a kind. But I did get a call recently from David Hockney, a call to ask me whether you were merely a projection and a tracing. And of course I promptly hung up on it. For any of you that really get that joke, I got door prizes.
Dennis Miller, ladies and gentlemen, Dennis Miller.
When Eric was born, he was really very small. He was 4 pounds.
4 pounds, 12 ounces.
And some people
That's it. I was premature. Shut up, Eric.
talented lady. In the early years, I wasn't sure which direction Eric would choose either. So it was the, favorite cereal was the Fruity Pebbles. Ice Castles is our favorite movie.
You love it!
In the underwear.
And I you also chose Prancing Over Dancing. And I understood that. He was a very good prancer. I mean, so I'm glad I finally chose the direction.
Certainly seems
Well, Bill Cosby always said that like old age is always 15 years from now. Maybe not. We have arrived. You are now 30 years old.
Oh,
Of course, that's 10 in boy years. You do have to worry about the Fruity Pebbles now because now it's the fiber company. Well, you know that Eric is very special. Eric is very special. Thank God there's only one. There's only one. Benjamin has a new job.
Yeah! You got a job, applaud! Pay for my bills!
Is there working at Blockbuster? This is great.
Blockbuster, it's a good corporation. Fuck you! Shut up, Eric!
Steve, for once, gonna
My mother!
It doesn't always have to be like this!
My mom!
Okay, it's always been his favorite color.
This is what it all unravels.
I want you to know that Benjamin's store is going to be a special store. You can only go in there and rent his favorite color.
They're the best movies.
Absolutely, Eric.
That's my brother.
Benjamin has always had the official top 10, top 25, top 100 list. Of course, Ice Castles is not on any.
I fought him.
You can tell.
I fought him every step of the way. He was wrong.
Eric, on the other hand, has always been, as we said, optimistic. I remember when he was about 7 or 8, I was helping with his spelling book. He had 20 words, and I asked him to try and spell them, ask the words, try and spell them. And I was very, very concerned. And I expressed to him, I said, honey, you didn't do too well with the spelling words. You got 16 out of 20 wrong. And his answer was,
Listen.
but I've got 4 right. It's my job to squash the spirit.
Thank you. Thank you, Mama.
Unique and
And
fun.
4 right.
Anyway, I think it's been wonderful. I think it's absolutely shocking to be willing to and want to do this. I'm excited to hear your response to all of our little goodies. I was going to introduce you by saying, we are here.
My mama.
Love him. Eric's always been the introducer. You know him. You love him. No. Well, give a hand for Josh Shuki Diamond!
isn't that true? Start again! I drool! Come on, right now you know! I drool! I'm in tune with my inner spirit. The only person more excited about this roast is my brother. It's really kept him going this many lonely winter weeks. His girlfriend, he's going to be singing this video, has been performing. God bless her, Michelle. I love the hat. I'm not wearing it now. Because I look better without it, okay? I look like a Jew with it, okay? Being roast master has been the greatest accomplishment for Ben. Greater than last week's triumph of jerking off in every room of his home. In one night, a long night, but he did it. I love you, Ben. Ben, just so you know, I will be having another roast. To your list of reasons to stay alive. You can add it to your reasons to stay alive, along with your collection of schmegma and your study of the different stinks that come out of your ass. Ian, thanks for staying awake. Ian, God bless you. He's awake still, and I'm thankful. Every time I start talking, Ian passes out. It's weird. It's weird, Ian. I'm alive. He's awake. I'm here. He's gone to his puppies, so we know we're okay. More than sex, more than talking about sex. Ian loves passing out. At least it's true. It helps him forget he's a lawyer, okay? I think Arcade, Penny, where are you? Darling, the only person that enjoys passing out is you, darling. You know it's true. It reminds you of the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s. It helps you stop talking. The only time she stops talking about fish like drag and whore in 1999 is fucking giving Chris a blowjob, alright? That's the only thing that stops her from talking. Thank God Chris can still write music while eating pussy. God bless him. I love your music, okay? I see you're up to the tape keeps maybe going out. You may want to look at the tape. I got more tape. Because this is going out, I see it bleeping, okay? Those are comments. My mom.
Mama!
She's gotten older since I was
Is it done,
born.
AJ? Let's wait till he's done with his joke. We'll cut and pause.
Ever since I was born, someone's gotten older. She says she can't multitask anymore. She comes to New York and she's like, I can't multitask anymore. Which means she can like cut coupons and watch TV.
Right?
So I remembered it for her, right?
Eric, pause. Pause.
No, she can't eat and actually drive a car, you know, which is the usual habit. She can't smoke and give Diana an orgasm anymore, you know?
We gotta stop it first.
And I didn't come out the birth canal, which I thought was the way people come into this world. But no! sorry. 4 pounds. You know what that is? It's like my foot, okay? My mother, for 2.5 days. 2.5 days. You know what that is? It's a lot. My mother squeezed water through the cooter for like 2.5 days. Because I didn't want to come out. You know, I know it's immature, but I didn't want to come out. You know what I'm saying? I like the water. My mother gave it.
How long we have for moral support?
You go, girl!
Saint Mary!
Yo, baby!
My mother gained 84 pounds. 84 pounds my mother gained. For you. In my labor. And I was 4 pounds, okay? The rest was water. I wanted water. And my mother squeezed it out and forced me into this fucking world, okay? Tonight was so much, really, like, I don't know, sometime during James's speech, I went to the bathroom and I realized I haven't unzipped my zipper, okay? God bless you, Mom. You gave birth to me. I mean, St. Mary, somehow I lost some jokes.
More than 20 minutes ago.
Ian!
Yes, sir.
Thanks for staying with me. Every time I start talking, Ian passes out. You did that well, more than sex, more than talking about sex. Ian loves passing out. Why? Why? Wrong page! Exactly! Makes you forget he's a fucking lawyer, okay? I understand why you need to drugs on the weekend, okay? Fucking whore! You're a fucking whore! Fucking common justice. I've got the right. I think our yes.
You were really good at pimping.
I think our Do Pippin! Alright, back to the comedy. Donuts on sex. The donuts are next, you have to wait. Well, then, did we get the donuts? I think Arcade messes up as much as Ian, really. Shut up!
To your show, it's
I need to shut up! I'm talking! Even when Arcade is having sex,
I was in Utah.
Yeah.
We spent so much time RSVPing to the parties he was invited to. He never got to a party. I mean, you're fucking insane. Keith! Keith! I've got one forever. Let me out of there. Anything you say right now, Keith, yeah, go ahead. All I can say is, I didn't take any of your roast personally. I'm glad you didn't ask me to write it. Okay? To you, okay? Matt and Angela, you see, they've been starting to go to conversion class, so Angela, God bless her, she's here. She can learn how to be more Jewish. God bless you both. Too bad it doesn't teach Angela to be more like a man. I mean, it's a real problem, okay? Sorry, Angela. I'm sure you're doing them up the butt, and it's working out just
They can't stand the heat.
Keep satisfying him. All of them do not have to spit on him. I've got these to go through. Good. Hey, Wally, the room's only free till midnight. Move along. Thank you. Al Warren's sons are you here in the house. God bless you. No, he told me he's out at midnight and he left.
If it goes past midnight, we'll start hating you.
Coming up. He's coming out of the closet. That's the best party you can get. So all you men out there, I know some of you who are wishing for peace, been giving an invite to you. And
I have his email address too.
Oh my God. I can't eat one. I want one though.
My girlfriend is so self-obsessed. Well, which sculpture do I look like the most? You know? It's weird, alright? It's a hard time. God bless her, you know. Every time I bring her to orgasm, she screams out, Belinda! She's making it happen! That's all I got. I've survived. I can take it. I'm still alive. You know, hello, I'm fucking talking. I returned 32 days ago. After September 11th, I wrote my first will. It's true. I mean, fuck, what's weirder than like 29 when I wrote my first will?
Probably you leaving a will.
Exactly! As of tomorrow, you're all out of it, okay? Don't use
has a vision of my favorite movie, All That Jazz. I love that movie. Fuck you.
It's a great movie. Fucking cabaret. Bob Fosse. It's
Better than Cabaret, although
perfect.
I have been told over many years that I am Liza Minnelli. It's not okay. Many years, okay, everyone told me. But you like Liza Minnelli so much.
I'm more into those crawlers than.
When September 11th happened, I said, oh my God, I may die very soon. Which is what I've been hoping for so long. Of course. But I wanted to gather together all the people that somehow, spontaneously, somehow, out of some cosmic mixture, I have made the friends that I have made today. And those who are here tonight, I think, because you have come to really enjoy making fun of me, which I enjoy. And I look forward to moving ahead. I really thought of this 30th birthday as a death in its own right, you know, and then I'm reborn, and to be I find a fascination with this world, you know, and I didn't want to miss my funeral, so I thought I'd make